Okay, we're here today at Brownsville Area High School, and I have the pleasure to spend some time today with Dr. Kristen Martin and Jim Barrick, the athletic director. This particular video will probably be a little longer than most because this is home to me, and it's great to be back home, and it was just such a pleasure to be able to come here and work through this whole project with both of you. And it's very special to me. So just a little history on this place. I grew up here, and we'll get into this a little bit later, but back in 1998, we did the first fitness center here. And we were very fortunate. We had some good corporate funding and some grants that came through for the district, and we outfitted the whole place, and it went on for 28 years. And met Jim at a meeting. And Jim came up to me and said, we need to do something with the weight room and fitness center. I need to see you. And so we started our plan. He did a good job in wrapping around his administration with Dr. Martin, and Colby, your business manager. And we talked about some different options of designs and ways we can improve. And it's been a wonderful refresh with brand new equipment, new flooring. And it's outstanding. When I walked in there, it just hits you. And you guys have a great room. I do rooms all over the place, all over 3 states. And this is a fantastic fitness center. Dr. Martin, I wanted to just ask you a couple questions on the whole process. I know you were on the backside of it. I wasn't involved directly with you, but I knew you were behind the scenes doing the work to put this thing together, and I applaud you for doing this.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So when Jim came to me about the potential overhaul for this space, I began with the same way that I begin every decision making here at Brownsville, and it's what's best for kids. So we took a look at it, we looked at the facility, we walked through it. A lot of the equipment was dated, it was unsafe, and the goal is always to create a safe and comfortable learning environment for our students. So ultimately, that's where it began. What's best for students, and it's the safety, and it's ensuring that our students have the same opportunities as all students to succeed. We've raised the bar, and we hold our students to a high level of excellence, and it's important that they have the equipment that they can grow and they can build on.
Yeah, I mean, that's awesome, because even Jim, when we first met, he said, we need some help. And we talked about liability and some of the machines that were just older and unsafe for the kids. And I applaud both of you as looking at this room, and I've been preaching this forever, for years, that this needs to be part of a school. And I think a lot of administrators, even boards, athletic directors, sometimes they don't understand how this whole process works. But we have to get these kids fit, and they're going to learn to get fit here, not on their own. I mean, it's back in the day, we used to do it on our own. It was, you start out in garages or basements, or I'll throw out a name, Mickey Check's down on Water Street back in the day. Only the older folks are going to remember where that place was, but that's how we trained, and that's how we worked out. Jim, you were great to work with. Like I said, from the day we met, I just knew you had a passion to make sure to get this thing through, your teaching and your athletic directorship, and also you're a former player and athlete yourself, and you understood the whole process of how this works and the importance of what a weight room means. So I just want to ask you a couple questions from both the athletic side and the student side. Your thoughts?
Well, I think it's imperative that we have a good, clean facility that all student athletes and our gym students can use as well. You don't want any type of machine that's going to cause a liability issue, and with those machines being over 20 years old and not being able to be refurbished properly, this was the correct answer by the district to update our facility for all our kids. We just had our girls soccer team in here lifting, and they've been lifting 3 days a week. And how well this all came together with our custodial staff. They did a wonderful job painting, did an awesome job painting the facility. And then, we had some of our kids moving some of the weights out for us. and everybody moving everything back in, it really came together in no time at all. I just think from somebody like myself that's a Brownsville graduate, that, learning, weight room is something that, builds discipline and character. That's something we want to instill in all our student athletes and all our students as well when they use this facility for gym class.
That's great. Again, I applaud both of you for just thinking about the students first. I'm not too bashful in saying this as well. When to give seminars or whatever, I think it's time for school boards, administration, officials to look at these rooms. These are important. I mean, I always talk about during COVID, what did we think about the most? We thought about our health. We woke up in the morning, we thought about our health. And as that went away, all of a sudden again, people look at it and go, well, maybe that weight room or that fitness center isn't that important. But really, at the end of the day, if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. And we have to teach these kids on how to be fit, how to become fit, and how to stay fit for their lives. And you guys have taken that step, and that's super cool in my book. I don't see it that often, but when I see it, it makes me feel great because you guys understand how this whole thing works.
Agreed. This facility is symbolic of the district's investment in the development and our students, the well-being of our students. And it starts here.
Yeah.
This is the heart of it.
Yeah.
For our students and our student athletes.
It's fantastic. I want to thank both of you for letting us be involved in the district. It's great being involved in home. It really is. But also, I want to thank the board because they were very supportive. I want to thank your business manager. He was fantastic, and you guys were great to work with. And I'm so glad this place got done. It's just it needed it, and you had the fire to make it happen. And I love seeing that in both of you. I could see it in your eyes, and I could see your loyalty and dedication to the students of this district, and man, it feels great. And actually, driving up today, I was telling Bobby, look at the campus. It wasn't like this when I went here, and the campus is beautiful with the elementary portion of it, and you guys are doing a great job, and I appreciate it.
We're incredibly proud.
Yeah,
without the support of the Board of Education, none of this would have been possible.
No.
They are highly supportive
Well,
of the initiatives here at Brownsville.
I want to thank them for all those supportive initiatives, and this being one of them, and what they did for the kids. Before we end this interview, when I started weight training back in the day, way back in the day, my passion for weight training started in this town. And tell you, man, we did it in garages and basements and back alley places and everything else. But I got the passion for it, and I'm one of these fortunate individuals. I was able to turn my hobby into a career. So I'm very blessed that I was able to do that. So to be able to come back here from where it all started and where I started and see this facility, if I'd have had this, Kristen, when I was growing up, we had an old Universal, and that was it. But there's three people I want to thank outside of the district that were very involved in my early upbringing and also my career. One was the late great Ron Brodsky. Guy went to my church. He was a great Christian guy. Great individual. I started working out with him when I was 16 years old. I got bit by the iron bug when I was 16 years old, and I'm still bit by it, believe it or not. And two teachers that were here that were very instrumental in my career, just because they were role models. One was Jack Hank. He was the ultimate physical education teacher. The kids admired him and respected him. He made you work. He made you work in gym class. He made you do the deal. And he was a fantastic individual. Third guy is Mr. Williams, Mr. Carl Williams. His wife Shelley worked here for years. I think she might have been your assistant. Carl, when I was a senior, I gotta admit, I wasn't too great in algebra or geometry. I don't think you were either.
Probably not.
But I took a business math class off of him. And he taught us all the basics of what you need, how to write checks, how to do spreadsheets, how to balance checkbooks, how to figure out percentages. basic accounting. And I remember just taking that class and saying to myself, hey, I could do this. You know, and he was very instrumental in my decision when I did go into business, that he taught me and gave me a base. So again, as you say, you prepare your students. Mr. Williams prepared me. Thank you to all those individuals for that. And again, I'm just thrilled with this place. So thank you for having us and letting us be involved in the whole process with you.
Thank you.
Okay, you bet.
Let's get the kids in here and get to work.
Let's
right?
get to work.
Let's
Get to
go.
work.
Thanks for everything.
Thank you.
Okay.
Get to